This video off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. And that's the name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son and the Holy Spirit. And I want to give double honors to my masters and teachers, apostles at GMS, that rule well, teach well, helping me grow in this truth, and all the other sincere Akim out here as well, pushing this truth, helping me grow. Shalom. And I want to do this video on putting off the old man. And I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. Now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul. And verse 12 here is very self-explanatory what Yahweh requires of thee. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to verse 13. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. Okay, so his commandments as well, and his statutes and his commandments. And when we understand that we can't keep all his laws, statutes, and commandments, but we do that with the best of our ability through grace and mercy, And it's not like we say, oh, we don't like the Sunday Christians talk about that, just the Christians in general, that all the laws are done away with. That's not true. We keep them to the best of our ability. Verse 10, Deuteronomy 10 and 14. Behold, the heaven and behold, the heaven and the heavens of heavens is the Lord's, thy God, thy power. The earth also, with all that therein is His. Okay, so he's saying that everything is His, from the heaven to this earth, and everything therein this earth is His. Okay, so that's telling me that's giving me a clear understanding that everything that goes on goes on underneath His power. It's either on the left hand side or the right hand side. The left hand side being wickedness, and so as I go through my days now, I can see clear. I'm able to understand why things are the way they are a little bit better. Okay. So everything, why we went into slavery, to why the Edomites, which is the so-called white man, is in the power above me, over us, and let me finish reading here. Only the Lord have a delight in thy fathers to love them, and He chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. So He chose in 12 when we started, said, and now Israel. So He was talking to Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel is who He's given. He told us that we will be above all people. So that's why I was saying earlier that I understand even why we went into slavery, because we strayed away from His commandments. We started dealing in other philosophies, which were of our other heathen nations, that we were supposed to be above them and not settling and going and wallowing in the mud with them. So that's why I understand that today. Okay, so we're people that's supposed to be above them. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, that's 16 is the point where I want to get at, because I'm doing this video on putting off the old man. And it says, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff necks, Okay, because I was a stiffener. I was a heathen. I was acting like a heathen, but I was living as with these. Just I was brought up in the ways of the heathen, in America here, and I was worshiping Caesar Borgia, the so-called that's what they call Jesus. I was worshiping on Sundays with the Christians. I was living however I wanted to live. It didn't matter, I did what I had to do. I thought that I had to work hard and do all these things, and maybe I could have I was envying the oppressor as well, trying to work my tail off, trying to have all the things that they have, trying to have business, um, businesses like them, trying to do whatever it took, and I even lived in the streets, doing whatever it took out there too. Whatever it took, I was trying to do it, like the heathens do, But now, it's getting at, it says, "Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart." So that's telling me that that's something that I need to do for myself inside. That's not like the circumcise the foreskin of my of my groin. That's physical, but this right here is some work I need to do for in myself. Okay, so with that, I want to go to let's go to Corinthians, Second Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 5. Okay, this is Second Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, wherefore ye be in the faith. Okay, examining myself daily for myself, that I'm in the faith. Prove your own self. Okay, know ye not your own self how that Yahweh Shai, a Mashiach, is in you, except ye be reprobates. Okay, so know that he's in us, um, and when I'm examining myself, I'm looking for, I'm supposed to put on the mind of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So when I'm looking into myself, I'm seeing about, going back to my old ways, living that my will, doing things my way where I thought it should be done, or am I doing the will of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai? So I won't be a reprobate, Okay? So I'm gonna jump into. Let's go to another verse here. Then we'll bring out that reprobate. Because reprobate is. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Titus. Titus. 1:15. Okay. This Titus chapter 1, verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure. Unto the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. Okay, so when I was, and my old man, was nothing was pure, nothing. But now that I'm into this truth, and I understand the will of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, all that's pure, because everything that he's doing in my life, and everything that he has done, and I see it to be pure, and it says it's pure. So, and I believe this word. I believe everything that this word say from the front to the back. It's not like I pick and choose today, what I like or what's this, And I read this word for myself today, and I'm being taught through the teachers and apostles of GMS and the brothers out here pushing these videos, helping me grow in this, and they had a 100% truth. So if they had a 100% truth, I had a 100% truth. So everything in this word is pure. Okay. All right. So then 16, it says, they profess that they know Yahweh, but in their works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good works reprobates. Okay. So it says, let me read this again. And they profess that they know Yahweh. I professed that I knew him. Like I said, when I was an old man, I was praying to him every day. But I knew him like one of the scriptures say, we have the zeal for Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. And now I understand according to knowledge, because He's revealing Himself to me, revealing this knowledge to me, Okay. So and then that and onto every good work. So reprobate. You don't want to have that, or be fall away, because that means the reprobate is you're not withstanding the test. You're not approved, unfit. And that's what we don't want. Because if I'm not daily examining myself, I can go back to that old way of thinking, and that old way of thinking, it builds up, through. Okay, if I'm examining myself, I'm looking, make sure that I have any. I'm building up resentments against my brother, or resentments period against people, being unforgiving, fear, fear, a lot of fear here, fear there, just insecurities. It could be financial insecurities, as I was before, but if I'm examining myself, knowing that Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai going care for me and take care of me, I won't have to build up those things that separate me, that put a little wedge in between there, that I won't become a reprobate, because all those things, if Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai He either everything or He is nothing, so if He everything, then those things, I shouldn't build up all those things. I gotta, but I am human, so I have to continue to examine my thinking and examine what's going on in myself. And I do it on a day-to-day basis, because, man, I know what my life was like. Thought I was running this show until I understood, listening to the apostles and teachers and the brothers pushing this truth, that Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, He's the director of this movie. He's the say all in all. I thought that I was that. I had to put people in places where I wanted them to be, do things that I thought I need to do, so I can get what I had to get. Even if I told you I love you, I had a reason behind it. I love you because I needed something else, from you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this daily examination is huge for myself. That's only through the power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, for this understanding of that. And it's like a treasure, you understand? Okay, so I was just tired. Let's go to let's pull out some more. Let's go to Romans 1:28. Okay, Romans chapter 1 verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, we were just talking about that. Okay, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind, because I didn't want to. Because just like I say, when I if I go back to building up all these things inside of me that shuts off that light through that spirit, through evil eye towards my brother, or we went through that already. All those different things and retain Yahweh and their knowledge, the knowledge that He's given me, that to walk this walk in this world. He given me that knowledge to do that. But if I try to resort back to my own way of doing things, then that's when I'll be given over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And that's why it's very important. And I even this is my first Passover, and I even see through the Passover, that leaven, it's physical with what I'm eating, and it's spiritual within inside of me too. I have to clean that too, that's inside of me. But this is my first Passover, and I did it alone, but I was on the videos. I was doing, I was in the videos the whole time, and I see, it's twofold to that. It's not just, it's what I'm putting in my body, and then what I need to through physically eating, these 7 days, and what, spiritually too, So putting, Yahweh Shai, I have to have him inside of me, and to keep this old man off of me, But yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. But let's go to let's go to Ephesians. Okay, Ephesians 4. Let's go to 22. Okay, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversations of the old man, which is corrupt, according to the deceitful lusts. So I was always drawn away of my own lustful desires. Even if right now I be drawn away, it's something that I'm drawn away of my own lustful desires, Okay, so that's why I keep off the conversation of the old man and keep on the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, only when I'm examining myself and keeping myself cleansed and being aware of things that's not of the spirit and things that's of myself, And we're gonna get into some more of that down here. It says, and renew and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Okay, that's what we're doing, being restored. Shalakia, brothers, what you say? Okay, give me a few minutes, I'll be finished, okay? Shalakia, but I'm babysitting my grandkids, man. So, okay, so Ephesians 4, verse 23, be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Okay, we talked about that. And that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. So when you put on this new man, it's righteousness, Even when you living by the commandment, it keep us righteous, so righteous and holy and truth, about ourselves, man, So this word is about, it just said it, putting on the new man, which is in Yahweh, is created righteous and true holiness, Okay, so let's go to 1 Peter. Okay, 1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Okay, be sober and hope to the end for grace. And okay, I want to start this over. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Okay, that's get power to your mind. To be sober and hope. That's how we save, through hope and grace. And for the grace that is to be brought onto you at the revelation of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Revelation is brought onto you at the revealing of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, because revelation means reveal. So He's going to reveal to us these things. Okay, that's 14. As obedient children, not fashion yourself according to the former lust, the former things of my life in your ignorance. Okay. But as we which have called, but as He which have called you. Okay, so that means we has to be called for this truth, all right, is holy, and be ye holy in all manners of conversation. So, holy is separate, it's separate. So my conversations got to be, holy. It can't be the way it was, it can't. Okay. And then 16, because it is written, be ye holy as I am holy. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai is a holy righteousness, man. Period. So I have to put on that same mind as Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and be ye holy, through this new man, okay, and have to be renewed daily, examined daily, in order to even begin to be holy as He is holy, and I still probably gonna fall short. But that's what grace, mercy, comes in at. Okay, so let's go to Luke chapter 21, verse 15. 15. Okay. All right. This is Yahweh Shai talking. It says, For I will give you a mouth. So he giving it to me. He didn't say I'm going to do it. He said he give it to me. He said, I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Okay, so he'll give me the mouth, things, my conversations where, like I was saying, I gotta watch out for having resentments and unforgiveness. He said he gonna give me the mouth if I'm if I'm putting on the mind of Christ. I mean the mind of Yahweh Masha. You understand? If I'm putting on that type of mind, that he gonna give me the words to say out of my mouth. People won't gainsay against me. And gainsay is speak against me. And that's always been one of my old man, what they saying about me, what this person said. If I say this at work, if I tell somebody this, what he's saying, it don't have to be, I don't have to think like that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole new mindset when you put on that new man. And, so, let's pull out, I got a couple more verses, then I'm going to close. Let's go to Titus again. Let's go to Titus. 2, verse 6. Okay. All right. I'm going to start at 6. Titus chapter 2, verse 6. Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded. That's huge. I'm not quite a young man no more, but young man likewise exhort to be sober-minded. And I am a young man in the spirit, in all things show thyself a pattern of good works. Okay? A pattern of good works. And doctrine showing uncorruptible gravity and sincerity, Okay? Verse 8, sound speech, which is, that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil things to say unto you. That's how we that's how, putting off the old man, that's the type of, way I'm supposed to live, contrary, all right. Okay, and I'm gonna close with this one. Ephesians 5. Okay. All right, I'm gonna close with this. Okay, it's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that we walk circumspect, okay, not as fools, but as the wise. All right, and for any of y'all don't know what circumspect mean, it mean taking risks, cautious, having a mind, that thinking, being able to pause or be still and wait upon things, not just lashing out. So that's circumspect. Spectly, so then I'm gonna read it one more time. Then with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, see then that we walk circumspect and not as fools, but as wise. Okay, so we got to put off that old man so we can walk circumspect, stay in circumspect, because we were walking circumspect when we was in this world. So with that, shalom.